It is Sunday morning and Pretzel is having a little bit of a temper tantrum because he cannot go with me to where I'm going. Dogs are just not allowed. And there he is, begging me to go. We are downtown Kansas City, and of course when you're downtown on a Sunday, you have to hit up City Market, which is in River Market District, and it is just a wide array of vendors that come together to sell various things. There can be fresh cut flowers, crafts, there's vintage clothing. Once in a while, there's vintage stuff, but I don't come here to look for that. But here is the plants. They always have a huge garden center. I think they're there year round and open year round as well because there's a store attached to it. But you can find plants, yard decor. Look at those huge sunflowers. We are going to be going antiquing, but I just wanted to show you this area because it's one of my favorite areas in Kansas City, and I love coming here on the weekend. You can go to the coffee shop. It's right there. There's a couple of them actually. Look, there's strawberries, planted strawberries. I was tempted to get one of those. But you can just grab a coffee and walk around with your friends or whatever you want to do. You can just stroll around. You can spend the whole morning there. They have flats of strawberries. They have all kinds of different vegetables and fruits. And here we are looking at the fresh cut flowers. No, these are actually crocheted flowers. This lady makes crocheted flowers. So if you get sad when cut flowers die like I do, these are perfect for you.
Let's see it.
No, it's your stuff. You know what it looks like.
Oh, I thought you were gonna show me stuff.
No, I just got food. Shocker, I know. So tell everybody what you're selling.
I'm selling magnets, some earrings, some stickers, got some prints over here, tote bags.
You have an Etsy store.
I have an Etsy store.
Tell
I'm
everyone your
live
Etsy
right now. It's Something Wicked by Mag. Here's my business card. And I'm Maggie.
They're so cute.
Thank you.
And I'm going to confess, I do have a slight obsession with the magnets. How many do I have
Look,
now?
I found out how to make.
The
I know. And they're like 10 times stronger.
Wow.
Yeah.
I forget which one Rob took from me. I gave him, but I need to get it again, but I forget which one it was. Cool. I will put a link to Maggie's Etsy shop in the comments so you can go see her cool handmade items that she does. This vendor had some jewelry. Of course, I had to stop and look, but it was all pretty much modern stuff. And the prices were right where they need to be, so I couldn't really buy any for resale, but that's not really why I'm here. This guy makes all his own syrups. There's a lot of farmers, I mean, it's a farmer's market, but there's a lot of people that come here with like organic produce, and the prices are just unbelievably good. Like, for example, you're gonna see over here, like this is just the big produce supplier. Peppers are for $1. The red and yellow ones and orange ones are all $1. Like, these are super affordable prices. There's absolutely no reason why you can't eat healthy in Kansas City, and I should take my own advice. You got cabbage, onions, we got potatoes, you name it, you can get it here. These are not the local organic produce. These are probably all brought in, but the prices are so good. Cucumbers for $1, tomatoes 4 for $1, eggplant $2, broccoli's 2 for $1, lettuce 2 for $1, raspberries, strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, all $1. All right, this is some craft salsa. This lady makes all her own salsas and brings them in to sell, which is pretty cool. I did not taste any, though I was tempted to have a sample or two, but I was not feeling salsa that early in the morning. This one has garlic, and then she does all kinds of different things like garlic salt, black garlic, and then she also had some wild plums, and these berries I've never heard of before. Aronia? I don't know what that is. And of course you can get loose spices. This is the loose tea section, but she has thousands of spices in this particular area. And pumpkins. Look at that. Pumpkins are $5. We're in the fresh cut flowers, and all of these bouquets run about $20 each, and they're just beautiful. They spend a lot of time arranging them. And then I found some handmade pottery, and of course I had to stop over here. They had little bowls, perfect for noodles, cups, teacups, coffee cups, and I did end up getting these two items. It's a tiny little wheat pot and a pottery candle, so I was excited about that. Here are some of their coffee mugs, which are amazing. I kind of regret not getting one, but I can always go back. I know where to find them. I suggested a pour over coffee pottery thing. Here's some of the vintage clothing, which is always busy. No matter where I am, vintage clothing is selling hot right now. And of course we have our own streetcar trolley, which will take you all the way to River Market. And then they have various stops on the way down south, all the way down to the plaza. I think it's as far as south as they go. So pretty cool, pretty fun. And of course we're gonna go shopping now. I did not take the streetcar. I have been in the streetcar, but I did not take the streetcar. If you're down here, there's tons of restaurants too. Enzo's is a really good restaurant. You can find all of these different places. I love coming down here for Minsky's, which is a really good pizza house, but there's a coffee place. That's just one of them. There's Minsky's, really good pizza. Highly recommend it. And Blue Nile Cafe, also very good. Here's a little shot of the downtown from where we were. All right, now we're going shopping. We are at Treasures Pass. This is just north of downtown across the river. And of course I found Fenton right off the bat. There's a little long-tailed bird, a frog, and a bunny. And then that oxblood Jack in the Pulpit is still there, and I'm so tempted. Root beer 3-toe. I don't see it in the root beer very often. That was only like $90, I want to say, which I thought was a pretty good price for what that was. That Empoli Apothecary jar in purple for $50 is amazing. And then down there is that Toledo Swords like cocktail picks. I love finding those. I've had them a couple times in the past. Let's just see anything else in here. I love this vendor because I can see their prices. Even though the case is locked, their prices are clear as can be in bright red, and I appreciate that. Over here, we're in a booth that had some jewelry. I have pretty good luck in this particular booth, but I don't think they've restocked since the last time I've been here. And it's been about 6 or 7 weeks since I've been here. So I was a little surprised by that, or somebody came in and cleared them out. So, but always good to check. They had some nice necklaces hanging up. I prefer like glass and stone necklace personally. Bakelite's okay, but I was feeling these just to see if there's any cold to the touch, but they were just all plastic. And this was the Fenton Cherry Patent Carnival glass. I think it's like cherry and wreath or cherry and cable. It's got the orange blossom trees on the outside. It's very electric, very heavy on that iridescence, but very dirty. No price on it. The owner does put his stuff here, so you can always ask for a price here. They're pretty good about that. Found this aluminum Christmas tree, and it had its original box as well. And then I'm like, oh, I see a Robert Maxwell. Yep, let's grab that. I think I've seen it before, but I thought it was gone, but apparently it just moved. So I did buy that for me. I started collecting the Robert Maxwell pottery vases. So I think I'm up to 5 now. So that's officially a collection. I paid $45 for that, for me, not for resale. And then the tree, I think, was 100 something. I don't remember off the top of my head, but it was in good condition. It was a tabletop, not a big one. And then this vendor had some amazing jewelry, and I was just so impressed with all their costume jewelry. I had them call the owner and say, hey, how much for all of it? Just the costume. I don't want your silver. I don't know if they had gold, but I'm like, I just want your costume jewelry. They would not sell it to me like that. She said she doesn't know what she has there, and she could not give me a price because she wasn't 100% sure what she had in her case. And I get it, but you don't know unless you ask. Down here, there was a Blanco vase, a Joel Myers in amethyst crackle, and it had its original Blanco sticker. I have that one in blue right now. Even though it was like really good price, I think it was $40 and 20% off in that booth. So I thought about it for a minute. I'm like, there's that Jim Beam bottle. I could not find that during the scavenger hunt for the life of me. All right, I'm not into cameras, but I'm gonna tell you, cameras are hot right now. I see a lot of the younger kids picking them up, so I'm interested. I'm intrigued. I do want to learn more. I don't know how deep I want to go into that though. And of course, I have no idea what's a good price for a vintage camera and what is not. I think that was it. That was just a milk glass. I don't want to say measuring cup because there was no lines on it or anything. Maybe a gravy cup. Got me. I liked it. Over here, they had bulk bags of vintage Christmas, and I didn't see anything too exciting in that one, but the other ones had some lights, like these little flame lights, which I thought were neat. Oh, nutcrackers were also on my list at the scavenger hunt. I think those are really cool looking, though. The colors make it look like a fire. And then down over here, they had more Christmas, but I didn't see anything I really needed. It looked a little bit more modern for my taste. A little bit of Pyrex over there, some kitchenware. That old lamp was kind of interesting. Here's the other jewelry case that I like to look in. I did get a couple pieces out of here. I did not show it because it's locked and the lady has to come over and help you. I got a nice little milk glass piece and something else. I can't even remember. It was 20% off. Oh, a bracelet. I got a bracelet out of here too. It was 20% off, so not a bad deal. There was a micro mosaic in there too, but that was did not have a tag, and we called her and it was a little pricey, so I left that one there. All right, this dealer had 40% off their case, and of course I saw a little bit of Fenton in there. It has a handle, so that was a no-go. Let's see, at 40% off, I'm gonna take my time and look through. No, I didn't see anything that I needed. Cute little snowman down there, some Kewpies, little hen on nest. Oh, Pandora, those were interesting. And oh, that opalescent vase is pretty cool. I think it's more modern, but I did like it because I love opalescent glass. All right, I didn't see anything I need to have. And the people that work here are super nice. They're always happy to open the cases for you, even if it's just to get a better look. So I really do enjoy coming here. Oh, there was like little minis here, and there were Rubik's Cubes. They didn't move though. They were just like sticker covered. Oh, and then I found this little tiny bird. It was $4. I like the glaze on it. I don't think it's terribly vintage, but I got it. I'm like, I'm gonna put him somewhere in my place. He's not for sale. Maybe some point I'll sell him, but I liked him. I put him up with the other critters that I have. That's a couple paperweights, some Asian import ones. I don't really need those right now. I have a ton of paperweights right now. Let's see. Oh, that little cat, a nice Santa hat, and that old stocking was $25. This booth was 40% off, so these glass crystals caught my attention. For a split second, I thought they were like Swarovski or something, but they're just crystals that you would like dangle from your rear view mirror. And then I'm like, I think I looked at these before, but they catch your eye. You gotta check it out for 40% off. I'm like, don't fall, stay there. Walk away. Oh, they had some little birds down below. That's just another crystal right there. Little glass dog, and their prices were pretty good. So it would have been like $10 or less. Some nice kitsch, some Christmas kitsch. That was $40. That was a good deal. There's an Abelman in there, some paperweights. Let's see, there's some more paperweights down there. And then I found that marble tray. People are going crazy over the marbles. The Cheshire Cat, Harmony Kingdom was so cute. More paperweights, little Toby mug down there. I do not need Harmony Kingdom right now. And then a little bit further down, there was a uranium glass juicer, a little bit of Pyrex, little Friggy over there. And I think that was about it. Oh, they had this nice Talavera selection. I love the colors on the Talavera Mexican pottery, and I think the prices were pretty good. I think that was $14 if I remember correctly. I like the picture, even though it has a handle. a little bit of Pyrex up there. This vase was real pretty, and I like the ginger jar. I don't remember how much it was, but And then of course over here, what caught my attention was a glass vase. I'm trying to make my way to it. Nope, there they are. First the pottery one I had to check out. I don't think it had a artist on the tag, and then the flower, it looked like a poppy to me, and I love poppy flowers. It wasn't marked, which kind of surprised me. I'm not sure who makes that. And then finally, I came over to the orange glass vase, and they just said it was hand blown. I flipped it over to see if there was a signature, because we have the signature series coming up on Knickknacks next week. I will be on Saturday, the 20th, I think at 1 p.m. I gotta double check that. But no, it was not signed. And then I found all this Fiesta. I like the color of that green there. I think they were right around $9 each, so not bad if you're in the need for some Fiesta. Some Blendo down there, some Bluebirds of Happiness, and oh, that little cat. Oh, don't knock the bird over. Was super cute. The fans are everywhere in this store, so my hair's blowing. Down over here, they had some Fenton, a little bit of Anna Lee dolls, but I'm trying to get over here because I saw some pretty good, nice looking glass. There's an Epergne down there. That duck candy dish is still there. We've seen that before. And this booth was 20% off, so of course I did spend a little extra time. They had some Pyrex, and oh, this is what I was trying to get to. The Talavera butterfly. That was pretty cool. It was $25, and so with the sale it would have been around $20, so not bad. I don't know, I think it was like right on the cusp of whether or not I would have enough wiggle room for resale, so I did leave it. Up here, some figurines. I'm just looking around. I would like to get a couple more pieces for the signature series at this point. Look at all those mugs. I'm doing glass. I'm just doing all glass. I'm not changing anything about that. But there's a signature in that cute little pottery vase. It had like these trees with these flower blooms coming off of it. And this is my favorite booth because of all the pottery. Some weed pots over there. I have totally like ransacked this booth getting all the weed pots. I left some behind. I was hoping they were going to restock a little bit more, but I didn't see anything, not a whole lot of new things here from the last time when I came to visit. And more dishware over there, candlestick holders. And then down over here, there's a little pheasant. There's Tom and Jerry. Some lamps. And that purple vase has been there for a while. I've seen that before. And yep, I think that's all there was for this booth. And they were 20% off too. So I did one quick last look to see if there's anything. Spaghetti poodles. And I'm like, no. All right, I found this Fenton diamond and rib stretch vase in the Carnival glass. And then, oh, this took my breath away. This was a beautiful, like, amberina red Blanco double spout water pitcher. They had 60 on it, and there was no sale here, so I thought that was a fair price. They said it does glow. If there was a little bit of a sale, maybe I would have picked it up, but you're right at the correct price point for that. I just liked it. Cute little yellow vase with the swirls. Not sure who makes that. I just like that as well. I think they had like 15, 20 on that. It did have a sticker. Couldn't read the sticker, it was so little. All right, let's keep going down here. They had modern vases, old bottles, and this huge Murano ashtray is gorgeous with that amethyst purple color and then the silver argento flecks on the outside. They had a Viking Epic candy dish there, compote, and I think that was only like 15 or 20, so not bad. Mary Gregory, and I think think that's Polish glass over here. And that was like $100 and something. So I'm like, all right, nope, don't need that. Well, that's about our whole trip up for the river market and treasures from the past. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.